Good evening, fellow aspirants. Today we'll have discussion on 1784 Pitt's India Act. Before this act, we had discussion on 1773 Regulating Act and loopholes of and drawbacks of 1773 Regulating Act. So we'll move on 1784 Pitt's India Act. What is the background of 1784 Pitt's India Act? So the British government had introduced many acts in order to regulate East India Company. So address the loopholes of 1773 Regulating Act. British government came up with new act 1784 Pitt's India Act. So the features of 1784 Pitt's India Act. We have 6 features of Pitt's India Act, like we have monopoly trade and control of company, like administrative and central administrative, like provincial legislature, like revenue. So we will discuss one by one. So monopoly, there is no changes in monopoly systems. Control of company, like it's a root causes to established dual government or parliamentary systems, like we have like commercial and political. If you see earlier in 1773 Regulating Act, we have court of directors. The court of directors control political and commercial powers. So the political and commercial powers changes to the bodies like court of directors and board of control. The court of directors had 24 members. Court of directors has powers to control the company's commercial power. Like we have board of control, they have political powers. In these political powers, like we have civil and political and military powers. These board of controls, they are the board of controls presided by Secretary of State. He is a member of cabinet minister in British government. Like board of control is a totally government body. So this is the change. These are all the changes in control of company. Like court of director power totally changed. Like earlier court of director has civil and commercial and political powers. Now they are confined into commercial powers only. So we have then administrative changes. Earlier we have executive councils 4 members. Now it was reduced into 3 members. So the central administrative changes in central administrative, like total 4 members are there. So 3 members in executive council members and 1 governor general. So these are all the 4 members. Like veto power, discretionary powers has governor general. If the bill want to pass, move on the bill, governor general has the veto power. So provincial legislature, in provincial legislature, appointed member like chief, they are appointed commander in chief in provincial legislature. Like in the changes in revenue systems, like we have East India Company territorial positions were called British positions in India. Like these are all the changes in 1784 Pitt's India Act. The main changes in Pitt's India Act is that Governor General has given more power. Like Governor General has given more power, like veto power. At the same time, the branches COD and BOD, BOD or BOC, Board of Control, has established a new body. So the British government, in order to change or in order to supervise or in order to regulate the East India Company, so that British government came up with new Act 1784 Pitt's India Act. This is the significance of 1784 Pitt's India Act. We'll discuss tomorrow drawbacks of 1784 Pitt's India Act. Thank you.